I've seen a lot of people on socials talking about this year's WWE 2K24, in particular the Supercharger within the Season Pass. Players are saying it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing and it's not unlocking things it should be. Well, today let's have a look at this Supercharger then and see what it actually unlocks. So you can see from this footage on the bottom banner that the Supercharger has been purchased. It says that all WWE purchasables have been unlocked. This includes Legends, Championships and Arenas. Now, people are implying that the Arenas part means the WrestleMania arenas from Showcase. It doesn't. And the reason why it doesn't is the same reasons that apply to the My Faction content and the My Rise exclusive content. Because if the Supercharger unlocked literally everything in the game, you may make those modes a little bit redundant as such. Yeah, people might want to play for the stories or relive the history or play the online modes. I understand that, but you won't actually be earning anything within the game by playing those modes because you would have already unlocked it through the Supercharger. That's why it doesn't work like that. What it means is that all WWE purchasables are unlocked. What they are is that if you go through the menus to the store tab, there are 3 selections you can make. There is the console store on the left. In this case, it says PlayStation Store. If you're on Xbox, it will be the Xbox Store. If it's Steam, it'll be the Steam Store. And in that selection, that is where you can go and buy the Supercharger through the Season Pass if you don't already have it, or you can buy the DLC packs individually if you don't have the Season Pass. In the middle, we've got WWE purchasables. We'll get there in a second, but on the right, we've got the My Faction store. This is where you can buy new card packs for use in My Faction. The section we want is the WWE purchasables section in the middle. Of course, at the beginning of the game, I've shown you that the Supercharger said we unlocked all the WWE purchasables. This is the section where they are, and when you go in, you will see that every single legend in the Superstars tab is purchased. Every single arena, of which there is 6 of them, the ECW, the Raw and SmackDown arenas from the mid-2000s, and also the SummerSlam 88, Halloween Havoc and WCW Monday Nitro arenas are purchased, along with every single championship in the game. These are the WWE purchasables. This is what the Supercharger unlocks for you. Basically, the Supercharger gives you the VC and automatically spends it purchasing everything in this store. If you don't have the Season Pass, you don't have the Supercharger, what you need to do is play the game modes, earning VC, and then buy every single item individually. If you want those WrestleMania arenas, you've got to go through Showcase and play the Showcase objectives to get the arenas. If you want the My Faction exclusive content, you've got to go through My Faction. There are persona cards within My Faction where if you unlock them, you're able to use that alternate version of the superstar in other game modes. And then the same with My Rise. There's exclusive content within My Rise that if you unlock it, you can use it in other game modes as well. By doing this, it gives you a reason to go into these game modes, and that's why it's just the base game unlockables that you get with the Supercharger and not the mode specific unlockables. With that being said, I hope this video has brought some clarity to you in regard to the Supercharger and its unlockables. And I also hope that this now means that you can get on with playing WWE 2K24.